Next, environmental management program requires the organization to develop and maintain the program to achieve its environmental objectives and targets. Next, structure and responsibility. It requires environmental management responsibility to be clearly defined, documented, and communicated. Next, training awareness and competence. It requires the process to ensure that all the personnel whose work and cause significant impact on the environment are competent through the training, education, and experience. Next, communication requires procedure for internal and external communication on the environmental aspects. Next, EMS documentation document on it requires documentation of core EMS elements. Next, document control. It requires stringent control of all the documentation relating to the EMS. Next, operational control. It requires identification of all the activity with potential for actual significant environmental impact and procedural control of such activity to achieve conformance with the environmental policy. This includes environmental control of goods and services provided by suppliers and subcontractors. Next, emergency preparedness and response. It requires identification of potential or accident and emergency situations and a procedure for response and a medication of resulting environmental impact. Next, monitoring and measurement. It requires which requires document procedure to measure the environmental aspect to check progress toward meeting environmental objectives and target and for evaluating compliance with the regulatory requirement. Next, non-conformance and corrective and preventive action. Require procedure for taking preventive and corrective action on any EMS non-conformance and support continual improvement of the system. Next records is it means it requires procedure for handling disposition of environmental records. Next, EMS audit. It requires the organization to periodically audit itself for conformance with the requirement of its EMS. Next, management review.